record this. Many people probably have something like this and they don't even know what it is. What did you think it was?
Yeah.
What did you think it was, Tita?
I thought it was like calio, you know, the
Calio, yeah,
corn.
callus,
Yeah.
callus, hard skin. And normally, the only way we get hard skin on the toes is if there's too much pressure in the shoes. If the toe is hitting the top of the shoe, that's what's going to happen. So we talked about how can we get rid of this. Number one, all this dead skin, I can scrape down today. That's what we're going to do so you feel better. So there's not as much hard skin buildup. But the problem is the pressure. Until we get rid of the pressure from your shoes, this could keep coming back. So we also talked about that skin change, that little bump. It can be surgically removed. We'd actually have to numb the toe, cut out that chunk of skin, stitch it up, and then we have a fresh, new, flat skin. But when I was feeling this, when I push on it, it's actually rock hard underneath. And I have a feeling that this is a bone spur, bone spike. Yeah, it's really hard. This area is right under a joint, or the spot is right above the joint. And what could have been happening if your toe was bending too much, or that joint was rubbing the top, the bone actually got kind of maybe bruised or damaged, or just created more bone growth. And that's what a bone spike is. It's extra bone growth. So this is something that you should get an ultrasound and x-ray to find out if it's a cyst or just hard skin growth, or is there a bone spike? Because if it's a bone spike, then you would actually need someone, and I can't touch bone, to shave down the bone spike to make it flat. And now you won't get all that hard skin on top. Okay, so you have to go to your family doctor, get the x-ray and ultrasound, and then if there's no bone spike, then I can remove it. But if there's a bone, then you have to have it shaved down. So I'm going to shave down as much of the dead skin as possible, just to make it flatter and feel better. You just have to make sure in the meantime that you wear shoes that are very deep.
Yeah.
Yes. So let me just shave this down. Nothing should hurt, okay? We're just removing dead skin. So you just relax your foot. I'm curious to see how it looks. What you could do yourself is you could actually get an emery board and shave this down on a regular basis. You could file this down.
Okay.
Yes, that way you don't get too much hard skin buildup. The only thing I can do today is just shave as much as I can down to make it flat, feel a little bit more comfortable, and then we find out if there's a bone spike underneath or it's just hard skin. If it's just hard skin, then possibly we could do surgery to remove this bump. But if there's a bone spike, then you have to get that surgically removed by an orthopedic surgeon or a podiatrist who does bone surgery. You doing okay over here? No pain?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's
I'm starting to feel
a little bit more sensitive? Okay. So that means we're almost done. Have you ever had this scraped before?
No.
So I know it's a little sensitive here. So I can see the tissues looking more pink, healthier. We're going down to the normal level. You okay with this?
Yeah.
A little sensitive there?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, we're almost done there. That means we're almost at the bottom. Okay, let me wipe this down. So you can see it's not as high as before.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
But I still feel a very hard bump. Yeah, I think this is definitely bone underneath. So, number one.
I think I would agree because before I had that thickening.
Yes.
Like there's already like a
bump.
Like
Already a bump.
A bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't do bone surgery, conservative treatment would consist of you wearing shoes that are very deep and not putting pressure on it. Then we won't get callus on top. The bump will always be there, but it won't get hard skin. And you come in regularly just to file this down, or you do it yourself. You get an emery board and you shave it down.
Yeah.
If you're tired of this bump, or if it is causing you pain, even if you're wearing open-toe shoes or shoes that are deep, then you should go get the surgery, where they would open this up, shave the bone down, and make it flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show this one on the other side of the foot. this is a typical callus or corn.
Yeah.
And that is also caused by pressure, and it mostly happens on the baby toe because it always gets squished in shoes. So it means, Tita, you're wearing shoes that might be a little bit too narrow or pointy.
Yeah, I have those shoes.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shave it down, just like we did for the other one. You just have to be careful with your shoes. Okay?
Because to be softer.
And wider.
And wider. And
What size shoes do you wear?
Any shoe that I could grab.
Do you know which size shoes? Is it hard?
Oh, the shoe size?
Yes.
It's a size 6.
Okay. So you gotta try to find a 6 wide
Yeah.
or 6 that's...
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the width.
Most people...
But yeah, I had those shoes that's...
Most people who wear dress shoes, high heels,
Yeah.
all have this problem. And we could scrape it down all the time, but if we don't remove the pressure because of the
Then
shoes...
It's just, it will keep going.
Exactly. So again, same thing, if you feel something too sensitive, you let me know, but the more I take off,
Yeah.
the better it's gonna feel. It's been a long time since you've been to
I
this.
know, yeah.
Was it
When
hard
did
to...
you move here?
A year and a half
Oh,
ago.
already, right?
Already a year and a half. So an emery board or anything that's like
They
sandpaper
can
would be
use that.
better,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, I think I have that too.
It's better to use it when the skin is dry. If you have a pumice stone or anything that's like a cheese grater,
I think I have this, that stone that finished.
it's better to use when the skin's a little bit moist.
Yeah. Did you say it's better to do it when it's dry?
For the emery board.
Yeah, emery board.
If it's too moist, it kind of gucks up the file. And then when the skin is moist, it's better to use pumice stone because then it can kind of cut the skin or a lot smoother. You doing okay over here, Tita?
So,
A little sensitive? Or not really?
not really.
Okay, that's good. How's that look?
Looks so much better.
It's gonna feel much better too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me scrape a little bit on this.